You ever get called the wrong name so many times you just pick a new one? Yeah, Swaziland totally did that. Nestled between South Africa and Mozambique, this small, mountain-hugging landlocked country, sounds familiar, right? Often gets mistaken for a country 7,000 kilometers away. Hint, it's known for its chocolate. And that mix-up? Safe to say, the king wasn't having it. So in 2018, King Mswati III stood up and basically said, "All right, enough of this, we're switching it up." And boom, Swaziland was out. Eswatini was in. A name that tells their story, not someone else's. Now, why Eswatini? Well, it's not some random rebrand. It literally means land of the Swazis in Swazi. And let's be honest, why keep a name handed down from colonial days anyway? So, yes, culturally appropriate, historically rooted, and, admit it, Eswatini has a nice ring to it.
Well, Eswatini wasn't the only one tired of name mix-ups and colonial baggage. Let's talk about Greece, or rather its very politely argued about neighbor, North Macedonia. See, for decades, this name sparked diplomatic debates, historical shade, and enough passive-aggressive letters to fill the Aegean Sea. The problem? Greece has its own region called Macedonia, home of Alexander the Great, who, to them, is basically their original national hero and also their unofficial brand ambassador. So when the newly independent country named itself Macedonia in the 90s, Greece was like, excuse you? And thus began a decades-long geopolitical tug-of-war over a name. UN meetings got awkward, diplomatic invites had footnotes, even sports events had asterisks. Yep, they had to go by the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, a name so long it needed its own zip code. But after years of back and forth, protests, and political drama, in 2019, they made it official. North Macedonia. Greece chilled out, international documents finally got shorter, and the world moved on.
Well, until the next country decided to switch things up. Enter Turkey, or should we say Türkiye. In 2022, Turkey pulled a fast one on spell checkers everywhere by officially rebranding itself as Türkiye. Now, to be fair, this wasn't totally random. For years, Turkey's been kind of annoyed that their country shares a name with a bird known mostly for being stuffed on holidays. Plus, in English, Turkey can also mean total failure. Not the best branding. So, Türkiye reflects the way the country says it in its own language. Proud, distinct, and way less poultry adjacent. More national pride, fewer poultry puns. Honestly, hard to argue with that.
Changing a country's name isn't just for fun. It's political, cultural, and often very expensive. Think new passports, signs, maps, school books, embassy plates, website domains. That stuff adds up. But for these countries, it's not just a label, it's an identity. A statement like, "We're not your colony anymore. Stop calling us a bird." And no, we're not Switzerland. So next time someone says names don't matter, remind them a whole country dropped millions to change one. And hey, if Eswatini can rebrand, maybe it's time you ditch that embarrassing email from 8th grade.